Okay, so Tim, the draft has come and gone. The Coyotes made 5 selections, 1 forward and 4 defensemen. Can you share with us a thought or two on the draft in general?
Yeah, I mean, it was different this year. We only had the 5 picks. There was a few trades made where we lost some picks, but that's okay. We felt we had some quality picks. Obviously, with 7 and 16, those are high picks, so we're happy to get those. It's always nice to have more picks, but unfortunately this year we had to, do a few other things.
Do you take a quality over quantity approach with that?
Well, exactly. That's what you got to do. Yeah.
Let's start with last night, number 7, Clayton Keller. Obviously, he was someone that you had your eye on for a long time.
Yeah, we did. I won't say a long time, but we did have our eye on him. It's a process, and over the course of the season, this is the guy that just kept coming for us, and we by the end of it, we said, you know what, we just have to. This is the guy we got to take. We liked his. He's a dynamic player and tremendous skill and speed and hockey sense, and his ability to create is second to none. And he's a fun player to watch, and he's a competitive player. So we're really excited to have him.
I've heard that if he was taller and weighed 20 pounds more, he would have been a top 5 pick. Would you agree with that?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of ifs on a lot of players, and you can if any player, but we don't, the size doesn't bother us one bit because you don't notice when he's out there, almost like a Patrick Kane. I don't hear anybody saying he's a small player, and I don't think you'll really say that he's a small player when you watch him play.
So the Coyotes then traded up to number 16 to select defenseman Jacob Chickering. Tell us about Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big, strong kid. He's been a top player for a long time. I think Jacob had a lot of pressure on him this year. Everybody kind of, it affects them different ways, and I think that for whatever reason, Jacob probably didn't have the season that he was hoping, or maybe some of us scouts were expecting, but we think that once the weight is lifted off his shoulders and he gets going next year, he'll be fine. He's a real he's got all the tools you could ask for. I mean, he's a big, strong defenseman, can shoot the puck, can handle the puck, and skate. He's an excellent skater, and he's got a presence out there on the ice.
Okay, so then this morning the Coyotes were supposed to draft number 37. A trade was made for Anthony DiAngelo, a defenseman. He comes over from Tampa. So the next draft pick wasn't until number 68 overall, another defenseman, Cam Dineen.
Yeah, Cam's he's kind of like today's defenseman. He's not a big guy, but he's got a strong lower bottom end, and he's really, really smart hockey player. We really like his the hockey sense and his calmness out there, and his ability to move the puck up from the back end, his ability to subtly join the attack, and his ability to get the puck to the net from the offensive blue line is excellent.
He's very offensive-minded, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, but it's kind of a subtle offense. He's not a guy that's going to jump off the page. He doesn't rush the puck up ice like with these end-to-end rushes or anything. He just kind of he moves with the attack, and he just like I said, the best word to describe him is his ability to subtly get into the offensive zone and all of a sudden have a scoring chance or create a scoring chance.
Okay, so then there was a nice long break for you guys to consider your next pick. That was number 158, Patrick Kudla, defenseman. He's going to ASU.
Yeah, he is. He'll spend a year in the USHL. He's a bit of a late bloomer. He's growing. He was a forward right up until 2 years ago, and he was a 5'11" forward. And then he just had a real growth spurt and a switch of position. So there was a lot of changes. So it was a steep learning curve for him, but he's got some real good tools to work with. I mean, we have Mike Van Ryan, and who's in our development group now, and I think Mike will have a real. He really has something to work with there, and that's what we, that's why we draft him. We just think that there's upside with this kid.
Last but not least, number 188, Dean Stewart, another defenseman.
Yeah, he's a defenseman that one of our Western scouts had his eye on, and he's another big kid, skates pretty well. He's going to Nebraska Omaha next year, and he's a skating defenseman. Honestly, I haven't seen him, so he played in the World Junior A Challenge, which we were there, but he didn't get. He was the 7th defenseman in that tournament at that time, so.